Hey guys, welcome to a bonus part of the Ocarina of Time playthrough.
Oh man, we finished the game.
Exactly, but there's one more thing I want to look at, and it requires us to start back over. We got an important message from our future self here.
Never grow up.
Pretty interesting to say the least.
Okay, Peter Pan.
Hey, he's dressed like Peter Pan, so maybe he really is.
So this video is going to be showing off basically the any percent route for Ocarina of Time speedrunning. We're basically going to be beating this game all in this video. So there's a lot of information to go over in this one, and I'm going to be leaving some links down in the description below to a lot of the different information we're going to be talking about, like GIM, get eye manipulation, and wrong warps. So if you want to learn more about it, check the links down in the description. But to basically summarize things here, we are going to be going from Deku Tree to the final boss.
Yeah, because Ocarina of Time is such a well-made, crafted game. Best-made game ever. Not held together by duct tape by any means.
Perfect. Very stable.
The perfect game. Perfect game. No glitches whatsoever. No bad things that you can pull off, and you can break this. You snap this game in half. Not even that. You can snap this game in 1/12.
Yeah. There are so many different wrong warps in this game in general. I mean, heck, there's a lot of them that could just send you straight into the credits.
Huh. Then again, I know Link to the Past is the same way, too.
Yeah. Zelda 1 is also very broken, too. Like, there's arbitrary code execution that, like Pokemon. So you can basically write yourself into the ending. It's insane to think about. So, I want to go ahead and preference this. We're playing, in particular, how this is going to work, is I'm playing on the 1.2 version of this game on Wii Virtual Console. Reason why that's very important to mention is one of the things we're going to be doing here to get eye manipulation glitch requires a specific version to work for this kind of thing. So, just to jump ahead here a bit, we're going to be getting the bottle in a very weird way, and it really is only going to work for this kind of routing purposes on Wii Virtual Console because of the version. I believe if you do that in a different version, it gives you a different item.
He's humping that rock again.
Always. Also, I learned in this intro cutscene, look very closely at Mito's house for like a frame or two. You can see a Deku shield just sitting there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't see it?
Yeah, there's just a random Deku shield in this cutscene.
What the heck? That's weird.
It's not supposed to be there, but it just is.
Hey, Navi, I know you left, but thanks for coming back for this one video.
Yeah. Exact. Hey, that weird time travel thing we did the end of the last part, it sent us a little too far backwards.
Just a little.
Oh man, she doesn't even remember our name right now.
Link's like, oh man, I already know how this is gonna play out, so I'm gonna take matters in my own hands, and I'm just gonna go straight into the future myself. Without any aging.
Yeah, this is the Link that knows everything that's gonna happen. It's like, you know what? Let's just cut to the chase here. I'm just gonna take care of this in like a half an hour so I can go back to bed.
I'm so tired. You woke me up. I'm a 12-year-old boy. You know, I got sleep to catch up on. I'm a grown boy, don't you know? It's like, I already know how this shit's gonna happen.
I mean,
Sari's gonna come out.
Yeah,
and
Sari
say
was
hello.
already back too, so did it really happen?
Yeah, really.
She's gonna yell Yahoo! I'm just gonna flip over this, ignore her completely, and just, you know, walk all the way over here, gather my 40 rupees, get my sword, get my shield.
I already know what to do, so heck, I'm just gonna do it perfectly. Screw you guys, I'm just gonna go straight to what I need and get the money from thin air again.
It's like, I don't need this. I already know how the future is going to play.
So, it's actually a little bit of a joke there that I mentioned, but it does kind of segue into something here. For starters, huge shout out to Glank. Your practice ROM, man, holy crap, makes this stuff so much easier. For the sake of this playthrough, I practiced and recorded everything using the practice ROM, which is very convenient because the practice ROM has save states built in, so you can go ahead and reload things as many times as you want. just to try again and practice. And it has a built-in macro recording feature, so all these inputs were recorded ahead of time. So in a sense, we're watching back a human-made tool-assisted speedrun, just without the speedrun part.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but
No, I still do some weirder stuff here, little imperfections here and there, and more importantly, there's a major route deviation compared to the actual any percent run. I did that more just for safety's sake.
I need money. I need 40 rupees.
I'm gonna get him here in the most fancy ways.
Screw walking up that.
There's screw going around, down and around.
Yeah, really. Just do the same thing I did in the actual playthrough. Just clip up the bridge. It's fine. We enter here with just enough rupees to buy a shield. All I need is the shield, too, so this works out perfectly.
Now I'm just gonna go walk past Mido, and everything will be okay.
Oh man, if only I knew how to do Mido skip. No thanks. No one wants to do that. There is a way to technically skip this dude, but it's like a very precise clip out of bounds trick. It's not worth it. They used to do it in the Ocarina of Time 80% runs, but then they found a route that makes it slower to do. I think everyone was happy when it was taken out because of how hard of a clip it was.
Hmm.
Good grief. Okay, Charlie Brown.
So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a stick here, which is important because this is gonna be the only stick we have in the entire game. I only need one.
I'm going to use this stick to smash this game in half.
You're not wrong, because without the stick, it wouldn't be possible to actually win at the very end. It's our only weapon.
Listen carefully to what I have to say. Now, how about no?
Yeah, I heard this all before. You're gonna die here in a minute. Don't waste your last breath.
I know, Ganondorf cursed you.
Can you
Put a
imagine?
spider inside you.
Can you imagine like Link saying, "I know you're gonna die," and then Mido comes around the corner and is like, "What'd you say?"
Oh, you better get away from him. You have a sword. You will stab him.
That reminds me of just like that one video you shared, Lester, the 80% video.
Yeah, him just chewing the mouth off.
It is time to meet your death.
Oh God! What are you doing? No! Stop it! No!
Alright, first dungeon and last dungeon.
Alright, now we're at the meat of things, because as you can tell, in the very beginning of this, it's very much the same thing. It's just starting a brand new game in general. But once you get in the Decker tree, things get crazy. Normally, I would go get a Decker Nut, but right now, I don't want Decker Nuts, and there's a very good reason why.
Abby, I don't want to see your ass. Sorry.
A little too close there, personal space.
She doesn't know personal space, don't you know?
Yeah. So we're gonna ignore the map chest because we actually don't want to open that. And we're not even gonna go and get the slingshot. We'll just climb straight up these vines and just navigate around the Sculptureless. If they're purple, you can just wait there and then they'll just ignore you.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah, I actually kind of learned about that when I was doing a whole bunch of randomizers. So it makes climbing up here a lot easier.
Still gotta take care of that guy though.
Yeah, so I'm breaking the web this way, which is very normal. There's like a weird mega flip thing you can do down here, but I didn't know how to do it, so we're just doing it old-fashioned. But now, we broke the web. I don't want to be down here now. I just wanted the web open. So time to get a little fancy. We need to fall down here in a very specific way because we're wanting to clip out of bounds. So I'm going to do some fancy movement to do that. They line up here on this wall. You jump here in the corner. Slash. Jump back over to the ledge. Climb very specific way. Fall down and grab the ledge again. Now you're out of bounds.
Now you're at it.
We broke the
Obi.
game.
Now I want to get into this very specific corner and wait for the camera to lock. Then I'm doing dive cancel here, which means you're pressing A and C up on the same frame. Waiting for a specific frame to go ahead and unpause and climb this vine, which now got the camera stuck. So now I have something called collection delay active. So, I'm gonna kill this guy here to get his Deku Nut. Pick it up, even though it doesn't technically count. And that map chest from before, the reason why we didn't want to open it, is we're gonna climb back up here, rub Link's face on the chest, and then jump back down the water. I swear, this is something that you would say in like the playground back in the early days, but this is a legit thing that exists in the game.
This is the whole Mew under the truck bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who thought that was a good idea? Why did these rumors spread when we were kids?
Because we wanted to be the cool kid.
Yeah, but this rumor is a reality. As soon as we touch that chest, jump back in the water, you get the compass as the game says, but if you really look at your stuff, as you pause here, notice we have a blue potion in a bottle.
What the heck?
That's not a compass.
That's an ass. A compass.
Hey, actually, this is a good one, because now I got a bottle. That's all I care about. Who needs a blue potion?
Who needs that darn blue potion? I don't even have magic power, so who cares?
Yeah, it actually isn't really that helpful, but the bottle is what we really want, because now I'm going to Lost Woods to get some bugs, and then we're coming right back.
Hey, sorry, Deku Tree. I don't wanna. You're gonna die, so it don't matter.
Yeah, it's fine. Give me a second. I'm running a quick errand.
It's like, you know, I see the future. I'm like those guys in DBZ Abridged. It's like, I can see the future!
It doesn't look good. But you know what looked good? That West did. I swear, that's always very flashy to get, but it's really hard to do, because this is Wii Virtual Console. Or Dead Zone's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, to do a West or a Hess in this game on Wii, you have to hold the joystick almost like 50% in. So it may or may not work for you. Alright, time to dump out this blue potion into my mouth. And get some bugs.
Because I gotta put a bug in a bottle, because game doesn't know how to put an animation of a bug in a bottle.
Yeah, it just turns blue.
It does it with water.
Yeah, everything's blue. Blue potion, bugs, fish, red potion. That last one's weird.
Can you actually leave Lost Woods?
You technically can, yes, because there's many ways to get out, but we don't need to technically for this. In an old route, you used to have to leave to go get the bottle from Kakariko. But now, you can just get this one. The one that just comes out of thin air.
Like, if you wanted to play the game legit without doing all these hacks, you could leave, but there's nothing for you to do out there until you beat the Deku Tree.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because, again, if you glitch your way out, you're going to be roadblocked a bit if you don't know other glitches. Because there's really not much for you to do. Alright, so I'm going to do that same clip again. But this time, we're not going to be using it to do another get item manipulation thing. Instead, we're using this just to go to the last floor of the dungeon. We're going to bypass everything.
Out of Bounds is fun to play.
Skip the 3-2-1 or 2-3-1 Dekus and all that stuff.
Well, no, we still have the 2-3-1 thing to do, but we already know the code because we can see the future.
I thought you could skip them. Never mind.
I mean, there are ways to do it, but for this route, as a kid, we don't really have the necessary items to skip them, so we just have to do it.
How did you know our secret? You didn't even do the game right!
I know everything.
Because I can see the future.
Alright, now that we did the get item manipulation glitch to get our bottle, now we can actually use nuts, which is nice because it's the only way we can really stun Goma.
Hey, this giant spider is the source of my time travel shenanigans.
I can't wait to kill some Gomas.
I don't even need the Ocarina time to go back in time, or the Master Sword for that instance.
No, just some bugs. Alright, so here we go, the first boss of the game. Don't blink, you'll miss it.
I blinked.
Well, he's dead. So, I did that fight in a very specific way. Well, one, we used nuts to stun Goma, but two, I came in here half a heart on purpose. The final attack, I jump slashed to run into Goma, so we both die at the same time now. As soon as Goma's dead, I'm dead. The reason why we did that is because I need to use the door in this room. And the only way to really get back out at this point is just to die.
It's the quickest way.
Hey, don't worry, guys. I was supposed to do that.
Now I gotta get back there. So Deku Baba, away! I love that recoil so much. It's just so flashy. Luckily, there's really not much we need to do to get back here. Because it's the same thing as we did in the normal playthrough. We just do flame storage, get just random flame on our stick. Don't ask any questions. It just happens. Magic.
It just happens.
Don't ask. You don't need to know the trick.
Speaking of magic, here comes the second big magic thing of this
Here
playthrough.
comes my time travel shenanigans.
So we did show off Ocarina items in the main playthrough, so we're doing it here. Because we want to stay on the very edge of this blue warp so we can gain control of Link. And there's a very specific set of movements I'm doing here. So I'm walking once, nutting, getting some full speed, nutting again. Then I get over the ledge, and I make my way to the door. Doing this very weird movement puts you in the tower collapse sequence.
Like, oh, I am in the future. 7 years in the future by any chance. Told you I didn't need the Master Sword.
And all I had to do was just dance weirdly, and here I am.
And all of a sudden, Ganondorf's dead.
So things worked out perfectly for this wrong warp, because apparently how this really works is by doing those very specific movements, we're counting down on the blue warp to send us out, and we're leaving the door in the same frame it's supposed to start a cutscene. So how this works is that the cutscene that's linked to the wrong warp here, conveniently, if you manage to leave on the same frame the cutscene starts, is linked to the tower collapse sequence. So it just works out perfectly.
That's so weird it does like that, though.
Hey, you know what video you should link them to, too? Is that little animation we watched of this? Where Zelda's like, what happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
Who are you and why? What?
So the rest of this we're playing out pretty normally, minus Infinite Sword Glitch a bunch because I only got one Deku Stick and a Kokiri Sword. But we're gonna go through this place normally. There's a fancy clip you can do by doing a hiss off of one of these rocks so you get super speed. You clip at a very specific point through a wall and then you can just void warp out of here. I don't know how to do that, so we're just gonna walk. We got 3 minutes.
But didn't you say if you get hit by rocks, the game crashes?
Yeah, there's one big thing to worry about in the tower collapse sequence. The game was never programmed for you to lose your shield in front of Zelda. So if you get your Deku Shield burnt in front of Zelda in the sequence, the game will just flat out crash. So be very careful not to burn your shield here. In rooms like this, that gets really scary.
Open the door, tall lady. It's like, do I even know you, kid? Don't ask any questions. I'm here from the future.
But wait, isn't that supposed to mean that you get older? Multiverse.
It's just the curious case of Benjamin Button.
Look, I have 3 timelines here that I can go through. Don't mess with me.
Yeah, really. And at the end of this, it's going to be a 4th.
One of them, I die. So don't mess with me.
I still love the theory that I pretty much came up with, where this makes a 4th timeline. That's just basically the CDI games, because no one ever talks about them.
Because Link's played this game way too. He's gone back in time so many times. He's just like, it's an endless Groundhog Day for him.
Basically.
Why is she gasping?
She always gasps like that if you're high in the air, because she thinks you're going to fall. And there's no way to avoid it there because there's a ledge. You have to jump.
Open the door.
Now this section is super scary because when I was trying to record this footage, I crashed in this room twice. So it's a very scary room because of how the rocks fall. You can barely see them. And I had 2 rocks fall on me. Just gonna ignore that read. Just don't even make eye contact. And we're pretty much at the end of this. Just gotta avoid a couple more rocks and then it's home free.
Beating the game as Young Link today.
And we got a very questionable looking kiss. We did get the kiss in the main playthrough, but here it's more like a stomach kiss as Young Link.
Gosh. Hey, Link. You might want to stand back a little farther than that.
Yeah, really, it's like looking up in the door frame.
Well, he's a kid, so he has an excuse this time.
Yeah, a little shorter. Maybe he'll miss his head.
Nah, he just don't know no better. Now, for adult Link, I don't know what his reason is.
Mind of a child, he's still stupid.
Well, he did lose, like, what, 7 years of his life, so...
Yeah. So really, there's not much left at this point. All that's left is the final boss, and that's it.
Beat Ganon.
And establish the timeline of dinner.
Yep. Gotta make those CDI games canon somehow.
I still don't know why it's called that, though.
Because I like the name.
Finally over.
Yes, this LP is over. I mean, it's been a good LP.
I mean, it is actually over. This is just an extra.
Where's your stepping stool?
Oh, there it is.
No, there we go.
He hadn't put it under him yet.
Oh my gosh.
It looks so
It's
stupid.
floating.
Yeah, the cutscene here wants to put Link at the same height as Zelda, so in order to do so, he just floats. You can tell that you're never supposed to see these cutscenes as young Link. Same goes when you put an adult Link into a child cutscene. Same weird stuff happens there, he just sinks.
I don't know who you are, kid, but
There's
you made me mad now.
I don't even know who this kid is, but I'm going to beat him senseless. I still can't believe it. So you're kind of screwed because you got only a Deku stick and, Kokori sword.
But he did suddenly give me the Master Sword out of Kokiri. I didn't know Ganon was a magician. So, how this fight's scripted is that no matter what sword you have equipped, Ganon will always knock out the Master Sword. So conveniently for us, that means he adds the Master Sword into the game when we need it the most. Because the only way you can kill Ganon is with Master Sword. Luckily for us, stick counts as the same thing, so we can do damage with our sword.
Master Sword's over here! It's like, I couldn't even pull this out before. I thought I needed all the... Oh my gosh, it's still a Kokiri sword.
It's like, wait a minute. This doesn't look right.
Master Sword's like, oh, it's a kid. Alright, let me just shrink myself.
So conveniently for us, that Master Sword that Ganon knocks away is a real Master Sword. So when we pick it up, it may look like we got Kokiri Sword, but it actually equipped the Master Sword on B. So this final hit is possible because of the Master Sword on B thing now.
He didn't even stand a chance. You just ran under him.
Yeah, he literally just ran under him.
Every time he blinks, what is that? I can't catch this bug.
I don't even know what you're doing, kid, but I need to help you because this evil big monster. And look, the Master Sword it was really the Deku stick all along.
And that's game, says adult Link in child body.
Oh my gosh, that's
This looks
awkward.
so weird.
Yeah, huh? You're supposed to see the sword go through his head, but Kokiri Sword's not long enough. Although, there is a fun fact about that. Do your spin attack or just a normal slice, and you'll see it's double the length. So it is really Master Sword. The game just doesn't have a graphic for Child Link holding it.
Yeah, because Child Link's never supposed to hold it.
This is true. But there you go, we beat the game twice.
It's like, I already saved... I saved the world yet again, and I did it the most inconvenient way possible.
Wait, who are these people?
How sorry I get here.
I don't even know who these people are. And I saved the world yet again.
Okay, like, I wanted to mention this too. I know in the main playthrough we kept saying these people were dead. But when we watched Super Gaming Brothers playthrough, they kept saying they were just like asleep or like another realm or something like that. I like the dead theory better.
It makes more sense because they never really explain how the sages get here in general and how they're like these spirit orbs flying around the end cutscene. So a lot of fans like to think of them as dead. Some people think of them as still alive, but yeah, they're like a permanent slumber after this.
Curse you, you little child I've never met in my life!
So now I exterminate all your descendants. All the ones from the CDI. Destroy the Philips CDI.
You didn't have to again, and it destroyed itself.
Yeah, that's true. Have you seen its cells? Oh, God.
Die! You bring light into my lair? You must die!
Whoa, how'd I age 7 years?
Wait, the fuck?
I wish they would have kept us as a kid, Link.
That would have been perfect, but for some reason, yeah, this cutscene, no matter if you're a child or adult, will always put you into an adult state. So, yeah, we never see Child Link here, but as you can tell, we only have the Master Sword, so it's whatever we were equipped as child going to adult Link. So I guess right now, if we looked at it as equips, it'd probably just be a bottle and the Deku Nuts. I got nothing.
So this has been an adventure.
This has been the weirdest puberty I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, really. I grew up in 5 seconds. After I killed a beast.
Zelda, please don't put me back into the... Please don't. Please don't! I don't want to start the game again! Do I have to show you chumps up how works again? I want to get out of this endless cycle!
Wait, give you the Ocarina. Wait, give you the Ocarina. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. Where'd that come from?
You mean bottle? In my bottle. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, I would love to see that. He just hands her the bottle of bugs. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Figure it out. I got to work. How do you think I got here?
How do you think I got here as a child?
So we're not going to be watching the credits here because that's super redundant. Go watch the finale to watch the credits, but that's it. Mainly, I just wanted to go ahead and show off a lot of the glitches we didn't really look at and just the weird alternate timeline you kind of make for yourself when you do any percent. It's always a neat little thing to show off. I did it for my Let's Play on my YouTube channel, and I figured this one probably wants the same thing. Just with some more pizzazz.
It's neat to look at this kind of stuff from the original game, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going back. I'm going back. Navi's gonna wake me up again. I'm gonna have to do this all over again. This time, I'm gonna do it a couple seconds faster, okay? Do it fast this time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit!
Oh god, Zelda, you put me on the wrong spot. But we read the end of Majora's Mask. Oh boy. I guess FairyBoy definitely needs to save Termina now.
Yeah. It's like, I got out of the cycle, but I'm fucked anyways.
Oh, I guess next time we meet with FairyBoy, he'll actually be in Termina. Probably wiping off the dust and such from the ash around him after the moon came down. Try it again without the moon.